question is, when you do Wolverine, is it just you growling into the microphone, or do you imagine yourself on a really grumpy day?
I don't do that voice with my mouth. Actually, Wolverine was kind of rolling around in my head since I was pretty young. But I had to grow up enough where I could actually do it with my throat, so after chewing some razor blades and drinking some it worked.
How do you get into character for all your jobs?
They say go and I do it. Voice acting isn't like on-camera acting or like any other kind of acting. Basically, you have to be on call, ready to go at a moment's notice. And in fact, most of the time when I go in the studio, I don't even know what I'm doing when I go in there. Whether I've actually prepared for it or not, I don't know what I'm doing. But often I'll go in, have a character sort of in mind, and they change it up completely. They'll give me a different dialect to do, they'll give me a different age group to do, and so I just have to be ready for anything. And there is no way to adequately prepare for any kind of voice acting. So the short answer is, I just go. Do it.
So I was wondering, this is more a request than a question, but could you possibly do a line as a mod?
I brought a cheat sheet. I think I have it memorized, but I'm a voice monkey, so I don't have to. Republic City now belongs to the Equalists. Let the revolution begin! I don't know.
I actually have a question for that guy. No, I'm just kidding. Yes.
The answer is yes.
42. Two quick questions. One, what was your favorite part about playing Garcia Hotspur in Shadows of the Dam?
My favorite part of playing Garcia Hotspur, mothers cover your children's ears, was that I got to call my big gun a boner.
Tomorrow, are you going to be at the Hentai Worth Watching panel?
If I do, you won't recognize me. Basically blurred. Hi.
My question is, in your voice acting career, when you ran into like rough spots, what was your inspiration to just keep on going?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, the biggest rough spot for me, or for any actor, I think, in any media, is the time when you're not working. And so the biggest challenge, I think, is just to keep your self-esteem up. And I think if you go into it for the right reasons, if you do it because you love to do it, and you're not doing it because of money or fame, or because you feel like you have to be working all the time, you have to find that inner peace inside where when you do have that downtime, you have other stuff to do. You go outside, look up at the sky, talk to your friends, and get out of your house and don't feel sorry for yourself. And that's really the only way you can do it. And the other thing is to have people around you that love you and care about you and that can keep you down to earth. So when I come home from something like this, the ego swells up, my head can't fit in the room. And my partner Trina, she'll say, "Great, you're great superstar, I'll take out the trash." And as evil as that might seem, Trina has probably kept me alive through all these years by being there for me. This is kind of surreal world that I live in here, but she keeps the context of reality for me, and by doing so, it makes me a much healthier person. So that is the best advice I could give to you. Surround yourself with people that really care about you for you. Nice to meet you.
Sorry, I'm kind of excited to meet you.
So
You're a
am I.
very amazing, talented voice actor with a very cool, deep voice. Describe it. All right, here I go. You were able to make a very cool, badass voice, like Vincent Valentine from Final Fantasy 7. voice, which character is the most badass in your opinion?
Kiyoman.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Cool. You've been one of my favorite actors ever since I was a teenager, and mine, she already asked the question, but which was your favorite role to work on, pretty much?
Dude, they're, like I said before in panels, they're like children to me. So, you know, it's like if I had to hold them over a cliff, which one do you drop? It's that. He bounces though, I've done it. I can't pick one. And for me, the best answer I can give you is the character that I'm working on today. You know, otherwise, if I'm not fully invested, I don't feel like I'm really giving the character the best I can. If I feel like I've reached the pinnacle of my career and that is my all-time favorite, I would have nothing left to go on. So, you know, I can enjoy that in its moment, and I try to stay in the present and focus on the new characters. And in the last few weeks, I think it's probably been Jake Martinez from Tiger and Bunny. I find interesting, different things for me to do. You know, I have my loves. Of course, I love Spike and Wolverine and Alot now, and you know, all these other crazy characters that are really cool. But it's always nice to play something new too. Very well, how are you?
Been well. I have a question involving voice acting. When you approach voice acting for original animation, like Wolverine and Avatar, do you approach it differently, like from your dubbing from like Naruto and Tiger Bunny?
Well, acting is acting, so the process of actually creating a character is basically the same. The big difference is for anime or for a lot of video games, I'm in the room by myself with the director, and so I'm depending on the director to hold the context for me, give you the storylines, and I have no idea what I'm doing otherwise. Or I'm working to a picture that's established before, so I have to react to something that may or may not be there. With a cast record like Wolverine or Transformers, we actually have a cast of lunatics who we play off of. And it's really, the biggest show is actually in the room that you'll never hear. Because that's where the filthiest stuff is, we're all friends, and you know, you've seen outtakes from certain things, and that's what goes on. And oddly enough, the tamer and younger the show skews for these kid shows, the dirtier they are in the room. So, you know, but the acting process is really the same. We're creating characters, and we're trying to hold that character for sometimes 4 hours at a time, and that's really where the challenge is you know, to hold that negative as believable as you can. Sure? Thank you. You rock.
Hi, Steve.
Hi.
Okay. Just wondering, when you voice characters that go out of your typical badass, well, not to say that those characters aren't badass, but when you do like a voice like Roman or something like that, when you do something like that, how do you land the role? Like, how do people know that you can do stuff like that?
That's the big problem for a lot of actors, is that they don't. And so we have to have demo reels, we have to audition all the time. And for quite a while, I was only cast for bad guys and monsters. That's what I started in. So it was hard for a lot of casting directors to imagine that a guy who they're used to hearing going, it's hard for them to. So we have to audition. I audition every day. I probably audition maybe 30 to 40 times for every job that I book. So it doesn't matter where you are in the industry, unless you're a celebrity and they hire you for that one character that you do, basically. You have to audition every day and you have to keep working at it every day. So for pretty much every job that I've gotten, except for maybe Tom from Tsunami, because they called me for that. Basically, the characters I've auditioned for. And I have a home studio, and I just record them usually late at night, when I should be sleeping. And I send them off to my agent and go on to the next thing. I don't even think about it anymore. Okay, thank you. Is that bad?
Hi Steve, that's right. But
sorry.
It's okay. I really like this certain show, right? And you've done the voice for it, but it wasn't a demo reel. But I was wondering if you could read a sheet as if you would read it for Tom from Tsunami. Okay.
Yeah, bring it on. And this is the job, basically. They hand you a sheet of paper and say go, so like any job that I do. Welcome to Earth, or at least what's left of it. The surface ruled by beastmen. Beneath it, mankind's remnants. Simon's just a regular driller. Day in, day out, same old thing. That is until he starts up a giant robot with his bro, meets a babe packing heat, and finds himself in an adventure that's spiraling out of control. Tsunami presents Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Only Tsunami. Let's see you grit those teeth.